It is always a good thing to help someone with kindness. I think it is really beautiful to help someone or something out of sincerity and genuine, even though you might not gain anything back in return, but the feeling of helping someone because you just want to is really good because imagine when you are in need and you just want a help so bad, but then you tried any way possible to solve the problem, but you just can't. But then I don't know, miraculously somebody has appeared in front of you and asked you if you need any help, and then they happened to be able to help you to solve that problem. You would feel like God has sent this person to help you. And it's really good, right? And literally today, I was waiting at a bus stop, right? I, it came late and it was a bit annoying, but it is always like that. I think it is every country's like that. And then I waited there for like 30 minutes and then my bus came. So I immediately hopped in, but unfortunately, the bus driver, he got out of the car and then just talked with us like individually that, we like that he cannot take, any passenger because, he got there. I don't know if there's something wrong with his like engine or something. So he called someone like another bus driver to pick us up instead because that is like the last queue, I would say. So there will be no longer bus or other times that the bus will come just pick this spot up because that is the last time, you get what I mean, of the schedule. So I was sitting there for almost half an hour wait for the next bus because I have no other choices, genuinely, so while I was waiting for the bus, there was a Romanian couple, they were waiting, beside me and they were just looking at their phone and just I don't know, it looked like they were confused and a bit frustrating. So I asked them where are they going because obviously it is not their territory and it would be quite difficult to navigate, especially when you don't know the language, right? So I asked them and then he told me that he want to go to Patong, in Phuket. I'm in Phuket. So I told him that I'm going to Patong too. So I told him that the next bus will be arriving here in 20 minutes. And then he said oh, okay. But it it rained heavily at the time, so maybe he just wanted to get home. So he asked a taxi driver around there, how much is it to get him to his place? And the taxi driver says 400. And he was like, oh my God, nah. So he decided to call an Uber instead. But for whatever reason, he got blocked. So he came up to me again and just tried to communicate with me, but cause he could not speak English. I, I, I can speak English, but we still could not communicate. So he just we just used Google Translation. And then I tried to help him so hard and then just like um ordered an Uber for him, and we just talked like on the way about stuff like what's going on or whatsoever, what's the problem, or like when are they gonna come whatsoever. Just like I don't know, just like basic info about like the the upcoming like Uber. And then he, like I don't know, I think he just wanted to repay me like my kindness, so he just offered me like a ride to like go with him, you know. And then I said like, oh, thank you so much, like like I really appreciate it. So just like went to like Patong with him, and he was really nice, like genuinely, and I just like wanted to help him. And then look, see, like the universe always conspire, to help you. As like Paulo said, I think it is true. Like genuinely, like I didn't want anything back in return. I saw him like was kind of hopeless, so I just wanted to help. Like genuinely, I didn't want anything else because I knew that if I were to be in another country and I would need a help so bad, but then I tried every possible way, but I still could not solve the problem. It would be really horrible, and I don't know. It's really bad, man. So I I didn't want it to happen to me, so I just helped him, like helped that couple. So and then like I just got sent to my home back in return. They were really nice, I mean just like said goodbye to each other once the driver dropped him home. I think the driver also like dropped me home, the Uber. And it was really one of the best experiences in Phuket, one of the best interactions. I really like feel, what is the word? Grateful, for him. And I just feel good that my, like little help could just save someone's life. It just feel better, That's why like I think we should be kind to others or to someone or something. Maybe like when you saw like a little cat on the street, even though you were in hurry, but if you were to be that little cat, you probably might need help too. So just like, even though it will make you like, maybe you will get in trouble later on, but I think if it's not that a big of a deal and it doesn't cost you much, I think you should help others, because the world would be much better place when everyone is simply just being kind to each other. Like when you go outside, maybe like you didn't bring, like you forgot to bring cash, from your place, and then like somebody might pay your stuff for you. Like, it's just like a little thing. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be like, paying for others. And I think we should be more kind to everyone, especially people who love you, because they are the most ignored people. We often ignore like people who are closer to us because like we know that they will always be here, they will always be outside. So we only care about people who are not closer to us, which is genuinely sad. But like you have seen some people, who treat their parents, their siblings badly, or maybe not that bad, but just like not as good as how you treat strangers or like some friends, which is weird. You get what I mean? Like those people who closer to you should be well treated by you like the most because they care about you. They're on your side. They love you. So don't forget to be kind, especially to people who love you and to everyone. Imagine how beautiful this world would be if everyone is being kind to each other.